I was casting with Tash a while ago, but Fancy You kind of struggled
Filipino
there.
caster doubting the Omen on split back in Valorant Champions. Hello? Hello? Yes? I know
Yeah,
Team Secret's
kinda
not here
was.
anymore, but you know, they still show it back then. But we're gonna be showing you guys the game as we move into map number 2. It's Action PH though with the 1-0 lead. And here for Big BAAM, they're gonna try to get that recovery to force out a third map. We'll see though how this is gonna pan out. Big BAAM though will be on the defense first. And Action PH with that Omen, they're looking to go for that B side to start things off here, Asterai.
We'll see how this ignites the beginning for them. As APH, what's the setup for RU here? Oh, he went full utility. Cheeky RU. Georgie is gonna wait. He has bought up the frenzy, so he's going to look to push in fast and hard onto the site. Now the swarm is there already. It's gonna get activated. There's the stun, and Ashley hits up onto Georgie. He can't commit to the fight just yet. And this shock dart might soften up the blow for the rest of the team.
Cloudburst to the gate, and suddenly Dork not expecting that one. Mofo would catch on to Georgie, and now the frenzy bringing damage. Peanut is there as well, and this is just a kill box set up here by Big BAAM. They've gotten in position to get those takedowns, and the right reads at the right time at least, stemming the push here of APH. Are you now all alone? Again, the guy you can rely on in a clutch situation, but one more time, Big BAAM will prevent even that first kill to happen. So it's 1-0. Another pistol win here for Big BAAM, man.
Dude, Dorf? Not Dorf, sorry, Moth. Still got a kill after he was reloading his frenzy in front of the opponents. Look at this. He was reloading that. And they swung on him, and he got, how is it, like 1 kill, but he tagged like 2 more in transition? That
The
is
Matrix
so much
there.
value with that frenzy.
He's the chosen one of the Speedway, and
He's
the
learning.
thing, he's learning. He's cracked the Matrix. I see it all the time on my ads. Now the thing is though, Action PH, this is a squad that's really good in the pistol. In all honesty, from what I remember, and Big BAAM, and a while ago, the other vet what we had there, Fancy United, they've been winning out pistols pretty convincingly. So that scrappiness giving them at least that initial momentum. And now Dorf, jiggle, jaggle. One more, maybe a little bit. No, oh, axe is out. Have you noticed sometimes the axe is smaller, or all the melee weapons are smaller? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, it is more of a shower than it is a retracting or elongating weapon.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's
So-
just their sizes.
You know, fast and hard a while ago. Now we're talking about showers. Asarai, your inner thoughts are leaking right now. But hey, APH,
Shadows traveling.
they do wanna find a way to unclog this push towards that B site. Turret though will say hello. They will break it. They will go for the dart. But as soon as this happens, oh, Georgie, can he actually get the kill out the Mof? Awkward, sure. But eventually he gets the response. And the shelter again. Mof out with a 4K. Are you here preventing the ace from happening? But Big BAAM will still take it.
I did.
That's the second time in this series we've seen that shock dart just get absolute value from Big BAAM.
Oh my gosh. Is this gonna be all like deja vu all over again, where the first half it's just the
30
baby of
seconds
Big BAAM? That double
remaining.
shock dart is
Spike
humongous.
down B.
And if I'm not mistaken, Moth should have his ultimate already up here in the 3rd round. Yeah, it is. 6 kills already. It's pretty ridiculous.
How big is your shock dart, Asterai?
It is as big as my love for you, Dax, which is pretty huge.
Ah, okay. That's a big shock dart that we saw there. I mean, they're not called Big BAAM for a reason, but beyond that, you know, let's get back to trying to prevent themselves losing their jobs and get back into the game with Action PH actually having the arsenal now. Cloudburst is there though to get in the way. George here keeping an eye out, and it seems like for Action PH, again, we get this temperance when they lose that pistol. They're looking for these opportunities, trying to at least bait out a few things early on with his mid control, and lo and behold, shock darts do come. The Hunter's Fury has been unleashed and gets rid of a Batman. APH, though, will answer back and knows where weakness can perhaps happen from in a now 4v4.
And Georgie is just not missing anything today. Like, he just charges out and it's always kills. Does not have the dash though, so he's gonna have to clear this ever so slowly. Does use the cloud burst, but That's only to deter the vision of BAAM for a split second as they charge, ram their way through mid, and burst out through B. It's only going to be, believe, yeah, the turret actually deterred him, so Dorf gotta have to please try to get closer and closer to the pike. Zerdathio shuts him down, and this is APH able to claim the site for themselves while Georgie holds in the lurk on mid. But everybody from BAAM is gonna be looking to push through on spawn.
And they want Big BAAM to go through that funnel to get that defuse, but APH already setting it up yet again. And now Killbox has been returned to sender. Big BAAM now left with the Brimstone there. Get that recovery. Third round turnaround here from APH. And this is where, again, those temperance plays that get called in the middle of these kind of situations just to prevent APH from going full ham all the time. That's where they pan out, and I'm loving what I see here from APH. They're showing how more prepared they are mentally for the region, and this was just convincing as soon as they went towards that B side.
Could not react in time, unfortunately. It's gonna be the first buy round now for BAAM though. So, or yeah, for BAAM. So we'll see how that goes.
Don't worry, Asarai. Don't hesitate. You were correct already. Just shoot your shot.
I was second. I try.
You're here for a reason, and we are here again for another round. Action PH though. Trying to contest this. Mope wants to close that door, preventing from that initial contact. Waldo is set on up, and what we're seeing here for Big BAAM, I'd love to get those quick rotates if ever from Pina & Co, but this is a great call from them to still hold the line. They understand that APH loves to fake things out. They're gonna go for the rotation instead. And with 3 here still set up by A, Big BAAM, they should be ready, especially with NTK still full with the utilities that he needs.
They are waiting though. NTK could actually still get separated with the rest of his team. And even though he can delay, how much his impact will be is actually going to get mitigated by Georgie, who actually just charges into the side. Pina hoping that maybe he can get a catch off. Not going to work out. The smoke just about to dissipate, and all of the defenders actually here. Georgie, what an absolute acrobatic. Goes through all of the crosshairs except for the one. Reaction time onto Dorf. Not actually. Dorf now has a fighting chance. No utility. It's all about that aim. Good shot onto Zerdathio, but it was only the tag because he's got that filthy little phantom in his hand. So it's 145 at range, not 150.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. And it will be Action PH getting a round win. And that's pretty much just the indicator of that round. It's not enough to put that breach there. If everyone is separated, then he's not going to have that kind of help that he needs from that initial push. And you mentioned that Georgies has had the angle there from the generator and more, got the side over onto NTK, and that was that for the site hold in itself. It could have been even better there for Big BAAM if they just had someone to help out that breach in the first place. Beyond that now, Big BAAM here can be throwing caution to the wind, only on the pistols, and this is where APX will try and shine. Oh, that's clean though and quick from Action PH. And look at them going for that B side. That's right. I think he spots something here.
Oh, Eman just boosted himself on the wall and got Nathon, who was on site. So that was awkward. Lurk from Pina will get spotted, and Georgie here just... Okay, Georgie is definitely activated already. Okay. Nathon's gonna have to force himself with the operator now.
Yeah, they have to put a way to stop this because we saw it a while ago. If Nathong has that operator, it can command that tempo. For Action PH, this was just clinical from them. They say, guys, let's go in. And as soon as they go in, they also just take the site, they take the market, they take the switch, and they pretty much take everyone that you know and love along the way. Really, for APH, this is now the signs of life early on. They also have such a big economy here. As I look at Zerdathio at 8k money. So they're set for quite a while, and if Big BAAM loses this, it's gonna be another big blow to not only their economy, but their momentum. Space still created with the lockdown now.
Ooh, the spike though is going through the A site. They're selling this as it was a true push. Georgie gets tagged though, has to back away. NTK and teammates could actually screw him over, which they do. Where was that magical recon dart from Moff located at? Because it got itself its value. Now as the dust settles, as we now have to go for the retake. 4 versus 3, not the worst for APH to manage. And Emma and Ryu They're going to be playing close encounter here on Heaven. Nathom is very afraid of this.
Yeah, Nema gets a pick onto one move. There is gonna find the answer. Are you on the inside? We'll get one. Back's on the way the wrong time, and Nathom will punish him as the Omen tried to go for the safer retreat. It's 1v2 though. And here comes a Batman. Thing is though, APH, they already sold it like a used car salesman a while ago. Will a Batman come in clutch? He gets the one, tries to find a second, and he is esports ready with that clutch! Action PH will take it yet again, and the flag, the decision making from a Batman will give them that round.
And he did not stutter at all. Imagine if you were in that position, you would just freak out and try to wide swing as fast as you can, but he played the long lurk as hard as he can. And I don't think Big Bam actually anticipated him to be there. The reason why they weren't looking towards short was because the door was closed plus the wall. A Batman thought he was going to be screwed, but that placement on the spike was well enough that if he just wide swing enough on A Heaven, he would have spotted the diffuser. So really good stuff from a Batman there, but Zerdethio not going to lag behind, picks up the nice two-piece as APH will now be playing on this 3 versus 5, 4 versus 2. As the dust settles.
That was a clean reset map, because like, I'm gonna back away, get the classic out, so win the Spectre, we'll get a kill, but this is where Action PH decides to win, basically. This is where they stop competing with the opposition until they get back into the run, and will start competing with themselves on the kill. So it's 3v1. Of course, this is a lesser buy from Big Bam, but the overrun is still cleared. Oh, come on, someone hit someone! NTK will get taken down after a good flash from him, though, to the hand of the Sova. But Big Bam, they cannot lose face in this, because as soon as you lose confidence against a team like Action PH, that's a tipping point. I really feel like Action PH is a kind of squad that feels like they can bully you with the wins, just showing you, oh, look at the scoreline, we're just running away with it. But once you get back that courage to stand up for yourself, you know, back in grade school, you decide, okay, I can actually handle this kind of pressure. That's where Big Bam can get back into it. And we said it about Big Bam, of the 3 representatives here from Vietnam. This is a squad that is very methodical, that is very, very calm at their approaches. And I'd really love to see them get back that recovery, especially as they invest now with the operator.
But what I'm hearing here is you're kind of pointing out APH to be a big bully.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen the scorelines that they've done? Remember, you know they pick Ascent even though they only have 50% win rate, because this was the map they 13-0 Zeal, remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
If that's not bullying, I don't know what is, man. That's the confidence. The confidence, man. That is Action PH, and that's the beauty of them. But we're back, and as soon as Big Bam had the guns, oh, Spike has been left behind. But just a little point here, they still respect Big Bam as soon as they have the arsenals and the utilities, because they vie for that mid control again, and when they do that, it just means they're going to be playing it slower in the round.
Well, APH have created that arsenal that they do tend to actually play slow, even if they always go fast. They play slow at certain intervals so that they can get good map control, and then after that, that's when they really like to explode.
30 seconds left.
All of this pinch will be dedicated to both Pina and Moth. How well can they counter this? Ooh, the boost up spot for Emon on A main. That kind of works. Delays them a little bit, but there's still a couple of seconds before they have to start moving in. Moth rocking the hard place, got to fight in. Misses the shock dart or the recon and gets overwhelmed by Georgie, who obliterates him with the frenzy. Oh, he gets the headshot through nothing at all. Oh my gosh, Georgie is just reading the situation better and better each and every round.
And the nick of time, flawlessly done. And what did we say, Asarai? It's APH again with that kind of confidence, with that kind of gusto. That was so well timed by them. And really, Big Bam right now, they need to get back to that recovery. A few mistakes here and there that we know shouldn't be happening, courtesy of Big Bam. All of these guys are tested already for VCT APAC, basically. Every single one of them, even the newer members, we said a while ago, Firas, Migo, they made it to the scene. And it hasn't been the biggest success, yes, for Vietnam as a whole. But Big Bam, they have those foundations. They're gonna try yet again. But the less buy, yeah, that's gonna hurt. And for APH, every victory is an even bigger smile on their face.
And Big Bam, even through a buy round. Actually, this isn't a buy round for them. They play incredibly spread. Amon once again using that wall to supplement the tag on the drone, and it does what it does best. Give him a nice little free kill as somebody's just freaking out and trying to run away. Great shots from Dorf there. Can he follow through as he's just completely blinded? Zero death, yo. That's a 2K. Reactionary. Not going to be able to do well. And Zero, smooth. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, guys, I got this.
Yeah, I got this. So basic, as they love to say. And it just oozes out from how they see themselves. They're like, okay, we guys got this. You can see in the faces, it's lovely to actually have the player cams on like that. And they just do get votes. Then it's a commanding scoreline win that you'd love to see from them. Big BAAM, still chances and still the guns here.
Oh, we did end that first game with a 5-7, if I'm not mistaken, in favor of BAAM. So maybe they can replicate that with a 5-7, but we'll have to see.
Very
that being
doable.
said, though, Big BAAM, correct me if I'm wrong, have they been holding off to this ultimates for like 5 rounds now? Because I've seen them have every single ultimate that they would have wanted to for a while.
Enemy mark.
Like, have you heard the orbital strike? I'm not too sure either, and it just says something that we're not getting that kind of impact right now. Maybe because Big BAAM just doesn't have those opportunities that they feel like it'll be worth it. But sometimes you just have to throw caution to the wind. And it seems like maybe our prayers will be heard here with the lockdown, but they're not gonna bite. It's just that kind of info game sometimes here, Asurai, where you don't really want to use your ultimate like this to stop a push that isn't happening. But APH, when they bring out the force, it's just so quick that Big BAAM cannot react accordingly, and that's a nice farm. Just protect perhaps what's gonna come there. Wall is up. The Lee spend off the Sova. And here comes Action PH yet again. Setting things up to knock things down. Orbital Strike now gonna get dropped on that. Finally, we're seeing Big BAAM see that this is gonna be valuable for them. And we're not done. Dorf gets one. Amon with a trade. And 8PH now vying for more angles here towards this B side.
They threw everything except NTK's Rolling Thunder, and they still get nothing.
There you go.
This is... Okay, maybe this one. Ah, Georgie! Operator in hand. Ah, Georgie again. Second operator in hand. And he picks up the Vandal. He's feeling himself right now, and he is just touching every single thing on this site with his bare hands, and he is ripping it apart. BAAM just have absolutely no idea how to deal with Georgie as of this moment.
Asurai, those shrieks. Gotta say though, what's new? Georgie 2 seems like he's solved this mystery because bro, he's coming from the mid. And this is what I was talking about. This is the angle APH is vying for. And you mentioned it, the ultimates. What did it really get there for Big BAAM? It got space, it got time, but it also allotted time for Georgie to get through that mid angle, peer through the door, and whoever's watching it for Big BAAM, they were too busy setting up their ult, setting up the hold for that B site, and it just all collapses here for Big BAAM. And this hurts now for Big BAAM. Their fears have come through, that their utilities, their ultimates do not get the value that they need, and Georgie, he's not done. There's one, there's a second, there's a third, and it's just pretty much expected already from this guy. El Jefe, El Georgie, he is the Don of the PH scene on this jet, basically. And you have to respect what he can do. Updraft right now, searching for another target. Dorf now, gonna get seen. Blades thrown on out. 2 more, come on, hit that shot. Misses again. And he's picking his gun. Victor Poison, Dorf finally will punish him in the end. But the damage has been done anyway, Asurai. APH, that's another one.
Running it down. My gosh, what a bunch of speed demons these guys are. We need something to exercise this, you know, sprinkle a little bit of salt. Ooh, these guys are hella possessed. Look at this one. Georgie's just, even through the flash, you do the timing, and then another one and another one. It's as simple as that. There's nothing to break down here, but Georgie's just running it down every single round.
You know what I want to see, actually? If we could get a comparison of the average round length of that first map compared to the average round length of the second. Because when Action PH is in command, these rounds are going to go faster. But when Big BAAM's in command, well, the rounds are more methodical, but they get the jump down piece by piece. That on 2K. Still cannot even get that one for free. That is painful here for Big BAAM. And APH already, they've gotten that 5v3 advantage. They have the updraft here. They have the wall being set on up. And they're just peering through the window to clash yet again. Double peek here for Big BAAM. Finally Pina with the punish. And APH will move towards that A site. because the Batman says, guys, oy, free B, let's go there. The rotate is real, and APH still ahead of the curve right now.
Oh, Emon missing the beat on that one, but shouldn't matter. As you mentioned, they already have ran all the way through. Emon still holding mid just in case he gets double on the cross, but not gonna happen. BAAM now playing on top of the side. Do they know that Ari's gonna be boosted up? They don't, right? They can actually pick it out. That's a beautiful flash. Oh, NTK, you are the absolute monster for Big BAAM. If ever, Nathong finally heating up here, whips out his Sheriff, but actually bites him in the back, and Zero Death Yo not missing a beat. If Georgia can do it, so can I. And that is going to be a 2-10 as we end the first half.
A mythical scoreline for APH, but this 2-10 could have been at least 3-9 if Big BAAM found that angle for the round. You have to give kudos to Big BAAM again, checking up those upper angles. They noticed it on Icebox. You see it again and again for that B main contest thanks to the wall. And they anticipate, okay, that's an Omen. He can shroud his step. That's totally gonna happen. And at least they got the kill on the Omen. But the timing there for NTK with the drop down. And you could see it here that Big BAAM, in all honesty, they look a little more spent compared to that first map. They had so much fight in them, so much gusto. NTK, Nathong 2K up top that scoreboard. But right now, their impact is just absolutely minimal. It's really Pina the one who's tried to help out the Mof who's getting at least a few frags. But overall, Big BAAM, they're swept in the tide of Action PH. And while they are showing the pieces that bring them that success, you know, when NTK gets that utility, when Nathong gets the angle, APH still wins the clash anyway, still wins the duel, and their deaths are an indicator of what's happening here.
Seems like wherever they look, it's always Georgie in their face. You know, it's like that picture of that meme picture of Wolverine in the picture, right, in the picture frame, and the one that he's touching is Georgie's face. That's what Big BAAM always sees.
Please stop giving me easy ones to make fun of you. Please, no. I'm not gonna bite on that. That's way too obvious.
It's low hanging fruit, bro.
No, thank you. You can pick that yourself. That's all you can pick up anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we go back to the game? You lead me to these kind of conversations. You're the snake, you know. You're the snake in the apple, in the Garden of Eden. If the apple of Eden is low-hanging fruit, you're that snake telling me, come on, touch it. You want to take it, don't you? You want to bite on what I say, and I'm like, yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, yeah, I do, but I also want to talk about Valorant. Anyway, though, TLDR, Big BAAM need to win this pistol because they've been winning pistols. Vietnam teams have been winning pistols a lot so far today, and that will give them that extra bit of confidence at least to get back in the running as we get into the second half here, Asarai.
It is going to be, well, it's the last hope for BAAM here. I don't think they're going to recover if they don't get this pistol any longer. Nathong seems to be the one that will ignite the opportunity. Joy's already creeped up on top, and he's going to have to back away, but thankfully he does have Emon right beside him to get him that top off, to heal back up to almost full. And BAAM playing this very, very slowly. They're trying to coax on the over-aggression of APH, if ever. But APH playing the long con, the long haul. And it's not going to work. So BAAM, pretty closely, will have to commit one way or the other.
And one hallway scares me a lot here for Big BAAM. Killjoy of a Batman is ready. It's not even going to get flashed. Turret, though, going to be bothered, but the Nano Swarm is there. And Dorful takes some damage. Nathong has to invest the dash on in just to get through. And this will scream to APH that they're coming forward at B side. So the setup is real. The dart is there. A Batman will fall, but the utilities have bought enough time for at least a chance here for Action PH. 3 versus 3 now. Up top the speedway. Here they come. Peanut catches out RUM with a trade. It's NTK. Georgie there. They take on an NTK. Says, nice try, kid. That's finally the pistol yet again. It was close though, but Big BAAM still keep their perfect pistol record.
They're such a strong team on pistol that it gives them chances and hopes to fight for that. Sadly, though, that paranoia from RU was not well capitalized upon, and look at that swing from NTK, just caught Georgie off guard. APH, do they force buy? Nope, they will not, but they're gonna 5-stack on A main. Let's see if BAAM are willing to fight the 2v5 here.
Yeah, let's just go for the push, but this is now Zoom. as we get the Brimstone and the Stim Beacon, getting everyone to that push. And, you know, we're all Neons now, thanks to that Brimstone. Georgie, though, spamming it and getting the takedown.
Right there.
We're getting a few kills here from APH, giving them a chance to cook something up. Spike, though, will be planted for now. Dart gets thrown. Flank is real here from APH, and we'll see if they can make a few more miracle shots happen here, Asarai.
We'll see. I totally biffed that. BAAM was the one attacking, so they wanted to just go for the full-blown fight onto B.
Bingo.
Timing on the lurk there from Zero was almost good, but well, BAAM had the foresight. Just check right behind them. It's not that bad. You can just jiggle and you'll see the secrets that have been left behind. Look at that just quick charge. Spectre Bullet is flying every night. And last kill.
5.
There it is.
I think that's beautiful here for Big BAAM is they have this Brimstone composition with the Breach, and as soon as they decide to go, not only do they have a very, very effective way to get the concusses on and flashes on, thanks to the Breach, but they themselves, they can catch up so quickly with Nathlon 2K. And for Big BAAM right now, I'm liking what I see, the foundations here for the attacking side. If APH does not have the right utilities there stationed, aka a Batman, they really have to basically shoot their way out of these ones, because yes, Georgie, MS, or Detio especially, these guys can pop off and get those takedowns, but really Big BAAM, they have all the setup that they need for another successful take. Let's see now, while they have to deal with the bias here from APH.
Georgie's going to be intercepting through the smoke, and he's good enough for the one. Emon follows up as well. Top of his wall. He's going to get confounded, but Ryu's flash is on point. And that just stops the bleeding even before one spurt was even going to come out onto the side. BAAM. Oh, they're taking the hit there. They got some money, and they might need to actually buy up into this one. They can't be hoping to go for an overtime, especially when it's 4-11 in terms of the rounds.
Yeah, skin deep impact, basically. And it's really just what I said, APH right now, if they get that right station, if they're not hit by that initial utility and they spray down the push of Big BAAM at the right time, then they're going to be holding it off. But they have to do that even more consistently, especially now. Big BAAM will have a few rifles to play with, and a few sheriffs also. Not the best economy though for Big BAAM in this round. Mo, not like 2K with a takedown, and that's a great shutdown here onto Georgie's push, but Eman will be answering on back. 3v3 now, and what could have been better for Big BAAM is only going to be decent, and that Spike will be left behind. Has to be a big rotate though here for BAAM. These 3 players left, they need to concentrate on one single site. The APH have to be wary now, because they're coming for the push. Thing is though, utilities are still alive here, Asarai. And the lockdown will come. A Batman will say, please come into my lair, because it's again a hallway of demise waiting for you.
Ryu does not have his ultimate to get on out of there. So if this is his placement, he has to commit to this fight. Oh, he got to get spotted. He still has the angle here, and the Batman actually holds his cross. He saves his Brody. And now Nathong, 3 versus 1. 40 seconds, has time. He can breathe a little bit here, but he's feeling tense. It's going to be incredibly awkward. He's trying to bait out one first. It's not going to work, and Ryu shuts it down for the match point. And they need one more to finish off this series and the day.
Yo, B-side stands for Batcave, basically. And a Batman, that's his home. That's where he belongs. And just having all those utilities, setting it up well for Action PH. Really feel like for Big BAAM, it was a bit of 50-50. They didn't know where that Killjoy was in the first place. And if only they knew if they rotated to A, could have been better. The lockdown buys the space, but the Nano Swarm gets in the way. And this is it. Match point for Action PH. We are seeing the APH that have gotten those victories, and the recovery really for APH. When they suffer a loss, it hurts them immensely, but they have reset. They have a new player right now, and they're 1 round away from getting that first victory in the region. Can Big BAAM put a stop to this? They have some of the utilities that they need. They also have the Rolling Thunder and the Orbital Strike alongside the Blade Storm, so things are not that bleak yet for Big BAAM.
They can try to overwhelm the side, and the Batman actually is alone. So he could actually get outnumbered here, as I think the read from APH, was there. Rolling Thunder. Nathong finds absolutely nothing, and a Batman not on the site. So at least they can play this into the 5 versus 5. Ultimate's on the side of APH. Emon is the only one that's near it with the Resurrection, so this could be good if they can at least get the trades off And they shall, because it is going to be a 5 versus 5 with every single member of BAAM going to be at the back of things. Oh, that's beautiful from Nathong as he actually just whips out 2 out of nowhere. Now it's looking a little bit hairy here for the rest of the BAAM squad.
Oh, BAAM can't even get on through. There's Daton and Georgie fighting more. And Action PH, the retake is real. And they will reclaim this round and take the series to 0. Action PH, they say, you know, we are shining stars.
Defenders
And with a
win.
2-0 victory like this, recovery in the first and domination in second. Welcome to the 8PH though. What a win, man.
Wow, they're so calm too from that win. They're like, this is what I mentioned, right? Okay, never mind. It was a delayed camera. There we go. Okay. There you go. There's the happy
Reactions there.
faces.
There's, you know, see.